Let's talk about getting to know what we really sound like when we play. So, getting to know not only the experience of playing and hearing ourselves in time, but also recording and listening back can help us improve the very dimensions of our playing. So, I'm going to talk about the process of using reference recordings and self recordings to move progress along. Self recording can help give that instant feedback, focus, practice, and build confidence. And comparing self recording with reference recordings can provide a goal. So, practicing or playing, a lot going on all at once. Listening back to yourself, you can really focus in on the listening aspect. Hear the phrasing, the feel, the articulation, and the dynamics. You may have heard me play in previous recordings. I often do many scratch recordings before even going to really lay down the final take. And that's a good place to start with this. Maybe take a melody that's played by an instrumentalist that you really admire and try to emulate that exact phrasing, that exact sound, the dynamics, and see how close you can get. You can also do this with phrases from solos or solo transcriptions, or transcribe your own phrase from a reference recording and go through that same process just like a melody. So this can really help to tighten up the playing, make it more solid, and then you can also document your progress over time. When you choose reference recordings, work with players that you really like. That sounds kind of obvious, but listen and work with someone who you think you'd like to emulate and maybe take in your own direction as well. Notice how they place their phrases. Try to emulate that component. And use of space, time feel, note length, and articulation. So a few practice tips. Record yourself just playing alone. Record yourself with a metronome. Record yourself with an actual reference recording. And record yourself with backing tracks. And compare all of these four things. Listen, let's say if you're playing just alone, can you tap your foot to it? Does it sound coherent? Does it work? Does it follow the right number of beats? When playing with a metronome, reference track, or backing track, listen for how your playing relates to the timing and the feel. Observe and then repeat the process. If you don't like something, you can go in and fix it, do it again. Many of these things will be almost subconscious. So let's think about when to record ourselves. If you've warmed up and practiced a bit, made some headway with something, take the opportunity to record at the end of that session and do a quick listen back. But you can also listen back the next day too, just to create a little bit more separation. Record yourself playing, improvising. Give yourself credit for the positive things, the good things that happen, and then be really honest where you feel you could improve in various areas. Record yourself playing melodies, chord melodies, comping, and focus on small segments of music, even just 4 measures or less. So how to record? You can use a simple tape recorder or your cell phone, record video or voice memo. There are a lot of Zoom recorders out there that are pretty convenient, or use a digital audio workstation. And then when listening back, we want to consider the time, the feel, the rhythm, clarity and articulation, dynamics, and does it sound musical? When listening back, pick one simple thing to improve and go set out to improve that one little element. Compare to your reference recordings and do multiple takes and pick your favorite one. Listen to and try to enjoy it. Share it with a friend for feedback or post it on the internet. Next up, track your progress over time. You might keep folders with certain days or weeks or months, and then go back and compare over lengthy stretches of time, like 3 months, 6 months, a year. And then give yourself credit for how you've improved over time. So let's talk about a typical short routine. You might spend about 5 minutes with your reference track, listening, emulating, playing along with it, stopping it, playing it back on your instrument, all those types of things. Then you might set aside 10 minutes for really working it out, getting the technical details fixed, working on dynamics and timing. And then last 5 minutes, do the recording and listen back. Pick a tune, record yourself, and compare. And let me know, have you ever been surprised listening back? In some respects, this could be positive, as other respects, it may be negative. Let me know in the description down below what your experience is with this, if you've already done it or if you're just trying this out. And you can try this out with many of the videos I have here on the channel. So check out the playlist on Learn Tunes or other videos. Also have additional videos on my website, fretprints.com, with sound slice exercises. And you can get invites to view those via my email list. So check out more down in the description below. Well, I hope you enjoy this video. Have a great practice session. I'll see you all in the next one.